What is happening in the real estate market? Well, if you really want to know, you don't want to miss this show. Stay tuned. Hey everybody, welcome back to Info on the Go. I'm your host, Dietrich Williams, the navigator helping to guide you through the complexities of the real estate transaction process so that you can reach your real estate goals. One of the biggest questions I hear a lot of times is, Dietrich, how's the market? So I thought, what better way than to come here roughly about mid-year and give you a forecast about where we're going. So let's get right into it. If you follow me on social, and you should, you've heard me use the term stabilize. And what I mean by that is that prices are not declining, but they're not rising as steeply as they were in 2016, 2017, and 2018. So we used to see price appreciation about 6% on a national level, probably a little bit higher if you're on the coastal states. Well, by the end of this year, that's going to taper down to about 4%, about 3% the year after that, 2.5% the year after that, and then slightly back up to 3%. This is great news for first-time home buyers because mortgage rates are at 2-year lows. So there's a lot of opportunity that's there for you to purchase your first home or just purchase a home in general. However, there's a little bit of a caveat, and here's what I mean by that. A good friend of mine, who's a colleague, talked about IPO money happening this year. And essentially what's going to happen is something called opportunity zones. And what opportunity zones are, they allow an investor to take gains from one asset pool and put them in another asset pool. Typically, you would have to go from something like stocks to stocks, bonds to bonds, or something along those lines. And in real estate, it's a 1031 exchange from one property to another property. However, opportunity zones allow you to take that asset from your stocks and invest it in something like, you guessed it, real estate. So for first-time home buyers, you're going to be competing with some of the investors out there who have to capitalize on these opportunity zones. And they have to do it before the end of this year. So there is where you're going to be competing at. One of the other things that I keep hearing is the dreaded R word. I'm not going to use that R word. I'm going to call it an economic downturn because essentially what it is by definition, 2 quarters where the economy is performing at negative growth. The biggest risk to that are whether we go into a full-fledged trade war with China and the uncertainty that's happening in the Middle East right now. Other than that, the economy is booming, jobs are going well, incomes are rising, and things are looking great. This has been one of the best times to buy and or sell real estate that we've seen in quite a long time. Okay, so if you have any questions, you can text me, you can call me, you can email me. Again, follow me on social because I may have already answered some of your questions, but feel free to reach out to me and I'm pretty good about responding to everybody that does so. So once again, I'm Dietrich Williams, the Navigator. I thank you for watching this edition of Info on the Go. We'll see you next time.